happen often.
Hey, Craig.
Okay, so
Even
we'll have to.
Fucking Craig's here.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do like the other recording software just in case. But yeah, we'll see how long Craig lasts.
I have discovered that if you have other things up on your computer that it gets confused when it's supposed to be recording, it'll just fuck off.
That's a problem for people who are online DMs and have so many tabs open at once.
Wait, how does it tell? Because it's through Discord, so even if I drop out of the chat, then Craig stays in. As long as even if there's nobody else in the chat.
Until one of us tells him to kindly fuck off.
Well, yeah. But, so whose computer is he latching onto?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, but so as long as Craig's working, then I'll have my headphones in.
Just for the sake of ambient noise and voice quality.
Let's see. Yep, that mic is very, very turned up. Everybody's loud.
We can whisper if you need us to.
No, don't do that.
I'm so sorry.
You not like the ASMR?
No, it's the fact that it's even harder to hear you with the whisper. I'd rather risk a migraine than not hear what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. I need a recap of what happened last session because it's been a few months.
Okay. So, Set, when you last left off, there was some drama and bonding and trauma and bonding at the shop. Fabier beat the shit out of a guy. Zendril and Ra took off into the sky and had a moment, and are buddies now. And, well, Lotus was there. And you learned some shit about what's being called the fading, and what might be going on with some other dimensions, or other planes, not dimensions.
Wait a minute. Was everyone present in the room during that?
Lotus was there. I believe Set was there. And
okay, I wanted to make sure because it was some weird chase fuckery going on with Migorny Seaver, and people arrived at a weird time.
yes, I know for sure it was at least Lotus, Raw, and Fabier in the room. No, right, because Set was outside. Yeah. Oh yeah, and y'all kind of made nice, or at least made neutral with Meg. And to make up for your absence last session, Set, you hung back at the shop while the others went on ahead, where Meg said that she'd be able to give you at least some protection from whatever is hunting you down. Why is that a problem, Ra?
Because dimension refers to a space of movement, not another universe.
Guess what? Now every time you go into another room, it's a new dimension.
No, it means a new. It would mean a new direction of movement. For example, your paper is 2-dimensional. We live in 3 dimensionals. A line is 1-dimensional and a point is 0-dimensional.
So then,
Will plane of existence do?
I was
I
going
mean,
to suggest half a dimension.
you could say things like another reality or an alternate space or an alternate universe or a plane of existence, I guess. Just it's always one of the things that that irks many math and physics people because dimension is referring to x, y, and z coordinates.
well, I hate to break it to you, bud, but you're either going to have to be very confused or a little pissed off, because
Nerd.
I'm definitely going to say dimensions.
Well, then you will be factually inaccurate, and I will be
I'm
pissed
okay
off.
with that.
He said you're dumb.
You know what? He's not the first and he's not the last.
Fucking Robbie.
Hey, look, I'm also
Okay.
never
You're also never what?
wrong.
Oh, hun. Oh, hun. Okay, we're going
He's
to move
always
past that.
right.
Rocks ball, everybody dies.
Oh, look, is that a TPK on the horizon?
Oh, look, a Tarrasque.
On the
And the
horizon.
earth starts shaking beneath you. Oh, the world was a mimic.
What a beautiful hill to die on.
Oh my god. Okay.
Everything
It wasn't a hill, it was a mimic. Okay. I'm just leaning into that bit. I've watched too many videos about mimics.
Listen, if it was a mimic, it would have responded when I did the O'Reillys. So I already know that's not right.
They don't speak.
Well, I mean, we could always try other things like oh, what is the other one? Shit.
Red Robin.
Yum. Or
Precisely.
or
Okay. Can we
Okay,
play
we
some
get
fucking games?
let's move past this. So yeah, so Seth,
I honestly don't think that we can move past this.
well, then you can brainstorm.
We need to because we're still doing recap.
Okay. So you keep brainstorming on that, and we will do an after session sound off, okay? Yeah, so Set, you hung back with Mig for a little bit. It was tense, but you did it. And then the cop showed up, we'll say, and you had to make a break for it. You did know where the others were going. They were going to a supposedly a dragon's cave, or potentially a dragon's cave, but in search of did I say it was what did I say it was?
Sam's quality
Kobolds.
questionable to anybody else, or is it just me?
You better say sound quality.
The sound quality is pretty staticky.
Sorry.
Can you just slow down a tiny bit?
Yes. My roommate is doing video game streaming at the moment. Not streaming, but playing with a bunch of friends.
Oh my god.
Okay. So yeah, so Set, you make your way to the cave where Nagorny Seaver sent the rest of the party in search of some kind of relic, artifact, maybe a book. I don't know what I said.
I can't remember either, so you're gonna have to make it up.
There was a thing, a very
Guitar pick.
tiny thing.
MacGuffin. It was the shiny MacGuffin.
A shiny MacGuffin, precisely. Yeah, that would supposedly help with identifying the Fey being that is coming after you. And just to speed things along, you don't get too far into the cave when you basically trip over their little campsite where they are in front of a rapidly melting wall of ice.
You are cutting in and out so bad.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna restart Discord and possibly my computer. We'll see.
And I love how DM just quickly went past the fact that Ron and I just completely destroyed an entire part of the campaign that they were going to do last week. That fight was meant to be a hell of a lot harder than it was.
We're too open.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we're not exactly sure how far that ice barrier went, so might be more stuff back there.
Yeah, they did have reinforcements.
Really, really slow ones.
So I got clear, like putty slime stuff today, cheap as hell. So I'm like sitting here playing with it.
Okay, I should be back. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Much better.
Much better.
Oh, good to know it's the computer. Ugh, okay. Second one to die. Okay. So yeah, so you come across their campsite where they're resting in front of a rapidly melting wall of ice with what appear to be bits of kobold sticking out of it.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
bud! Waves to Set.
Took you long enough.
You caught up with it. Here, have some of this food I made. Just hands like a bowl of slop.
Why are we eating bowls of slop?
Well, we gotta wait for the ice to melt.
I can help with that.
DM, does there happen?
I can help with that.
DM, does there happen to be like a single kobold finger sticking out of the ice?
Oh, I think I know where this is going. Go ahead and roll an
Kobold.
investigation check.
Me?
Or just a perception check, whichever one's higher. Now, Zendril, if you want to find a kobold finger, you gotta look for a kobold finger.
Just a sec, my D&D Beyond crashed.
I will roll a perception check. That's fine.
No, I got this.
Or an investigation. Investigation is better.
I got this.
Okay. I'll help if you need it, but okay.
That's a 17.
Okay, so yes, you look over the surface of this ice, and you see there's a bit of a snout poking out. You can see one of them had their foot kind of forward, and it's against they've got about 2 toes free now. And one of them had managed to turn, so it is actually like a bit of its tail is sticking out, but the 2 that were in front that you can see, one of them did have its bow arm stretched out, preparing to take a shot, and so yeah, its finger is out, its whole hand is outstretched, but still wrapped tightly around the I believe it's called the shaft of the bow.
Okay, I am going to take this time to collect some frozen meat to keep in my backpack for emergency rations.
It's not going to be frozen for very long. I will warn you that.
Well, I know, but we have a fire, so I can just take it and smoke it and make jerky.
Doesn't a bag of holding keep things in their same state?
Technically, yes.
Wait, y'all do have a bag of holding, but I think Favier has it? Question mark.
No, I am not the one with the bag of holding.
I am the one with the bag of holding.
Ah, okay.
Didn't we get it from that?
Yeah, you guys have one, so you can do that if you'd like. And you don't. I guess you don't need to smoke it, but it'll be freshly thawed.
I am gonna make jerky.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll a survival?
Yes, there should be a cooking skill on here. Not gonna lie.
Under survival.
Cooking typically falls under survival.
Yes, but there's a difference between cooking for culinary prowess and cooking for food.
12.
All right.
Maybe
we'll say
performance thing? For
that.
prowess?
Yeah. Okay. That for if it was for culinary purposes, that would work. But yeah. So for in this case, we'll say. Go ahead and roll a d10.
Nine.
All right, you get 9 rations worth of food.
Fuck yeah.
Or 9 meals, so I guess that'd be 3 days. However you want to split it. You got 9 portions of jerky.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
I
I
want to canonically take one and just hand it to Raw, and it's just the fingertip.
I don't do much for leftovers. But thank you.
Hey, we killed it. We gotta eat it.
Hold on, I just realized I could go to the fucking what was it? Some more Egyptian mythology and say I'll eat its heart if it doesn't weigh enough. Or if it's too heavy. I mean, granted, it's not Ra that does that, but still.
It's not even Anubis that does that. That's Amit, the crocodile demon girl.
True.
God thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
we love a divine they them.
The vast majority of Egyptian mythology has a female and male counterpart to almost every single deity.
Lovely.
Yes, and it's wonderful.
Like Bast and Bastet.
Shoot, there was a female counterpart to Anubis, but her name escapes me.
Oh, come on. That's your boss. You should know this.
I don't, though. Not gonna make up something on the spot.
Okay. We can come back to that.
You should continue on with the game.
Yes. Okay. So while you're taking the time to cook and smoke this jerky, the heat from the fire, as well as just the amount of time, allows the ice to melt. And as it does, there are some sickening, meaty thunks as the dead bodies of these kobolds are freed from the ice and just fall down in front of it.
Yummy.
And as it gets to the back portion of the ice, you realize that the third one isn't there.
It appears as though we have a runner.
Would anyone like to make a perception check to see what is?
I will.
Me as well.
I will too. 27.
I'm not gonna do better than 27.
24.
Right, it's like we don't even need to roll anymore. One out of it here.
And I was plus 9 marks.
Raw, you tried. And okay, so everyone but Ra sees a. They see the two body parts that were left in the wall of ice. Were an arm and the front part of a foot. On the other side of it, that as the ice gets thinner, you can see through. It looks like they were chewed off.
Oh, cool. Someone else was hungry.
Perhaps.
Somebody got an idea out of the first Saw movie.
And then I haven't seen the Saw movies.
Oh, the
You need to.
dude has to saw his own leg off to get free of a chain.
Yes. This is more bear trap level fucked up
Well, then
business.
that's Saw too, with a reverse bear trap attached to someone's mouth, ready to split their head open.
If somebody went to that much trouble, okay, you want to watch my head split open? Cool. Make it happen. I won't be here the moment that's done. Anyway.
That's not what you saw.
Anyway.
It's more to. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Because Rob's looking at a fucking pebble on the ground.
Yes. There's all kinds of shiny. I think we established this is a very shiny cave. So Ra is taken by this shiny rock. Yeah. So, but then the ice finally melts all the way through. The last couple body parts flop to the ground. Did anyone want to, loot the bodies for, weapons or armor, or did you just want to move on?
Oh, I'm
I want to
looting.
move on.
I can loot. I'm looting.
Always loot.
Or investigation checks, and if the first person to do so could put the loot tag on it, just because I get unreasonably confused by the list of numbers.
Good thing I
What do I
got
need to
it.
roll the loot?
I think DM said investigation.
Yes.
Okay.
Fabier is not looting. She's just looking down in appreciation that they tried. They tried to take us down.
9.
They were brave, at least.
Okay. So we'll start from the bottom up. Zendril, you find you pick up the bow that one of them had, and it is a bone bow, a bone short bow. Let me see if I can find the notes I took. That does 3d10 piercing and is a +6 to hit. So if you want to add that to your inventory.
Can you type that to me?
Yes. I'll do that. Well, yeah, I'll do it now. Okay. Ra, you you realize that they are also wearing a oh, I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Okay, we'll say it's a +5 armor. That you find a chest plate, a shoulder pauldron, and a shin guard.
How big are these guys in relation to us?
Well, in relation to you, only the shin guard and the pauldron could maybe be MacGyver to fit. The chest plate is more of a smallish human, smallish elf, largish halfling, and dwarf.
Cough, cough, Lotus.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I could give them to Lotus, but they're not gonna fit my 7-foot fucking size.
7'7" over here. I got you beat.
If you want to have one really badass beefy leg, I'll let you do that. Time to
Hear
get
me-
real good at high kicks.
Hear me out.
Lotus, you want
Well, it sounded like you could use everything except for the plate, right? Or am I incorrect about that?
I mean,
You can't like slap it on right now, but you could theoretically, like it wouldn't take too much work to reshape the other stuff to be a little bit broader and more open. I might misunderstand how
rogue.
pauldrons
It's gonna-
work, but
Aren't they typically fastened by a strap underneath the arm and shoulder? Some of them
Yeah.
have like a full across the chest thing, but it depends on the make.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it's mostly straps that you'd have to do. You might have to broaden up, like just widen the shoulder a little bit. It's not something that you have the equipment to do right now, but it's something you could do in future.
Well, I am made of fire, so I could probably just fit it.
You're not
I
just
made
made
a
of
fire myself. Probably just broaden as I put it on me. So
both of you are like a step to the left of fire. You have mass.
Well, so does fire.
We're not okay. I regretted that as soon as it came out of my mouth. You have mass in the conceptual, like the not just weight and whatnot. You have heft.
You're tangibly weighty.
You have
You-
meat.
You're thick.
You might want to put the shovel down, Sam. Don't make me do this. Don't make me pull the physics out here.
Heft is not a physics word.
Yes, it is.
Actually,
I am going to kick both of y'all asses.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
You have stuff. You have stuff, and not just in the matter sense, in the poke and there's resistance sense. You can't just.
with air as well.
You're not. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Enough poking holes.
I don't know what you mean. You may want to use the term density and mass. We have the
Sure.
average.
Okay. So you do know what I mean.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
guessing.
Cool. Moving on. You cannot let. Okay. Fine. Suffice it to say, you cannot just swoop yourself into this armor because you do not have that level of shiftiness, which isn't even a word.
I'm not.
Therefore, you can't tell me it's a physics word.
So you're saying I'm not malleable enough?
Sure. Okay.
Fair enough. We've come to a
Anyway.
conclusion.
Okay, and now, Set, you also find, you find, there's the second bow, or no, there's 3 bows. Okay, so yeah, so all 3 of you can take a bow if you would like. There's 2 sets of
I like
armor, or, well, no, okay, just the 3 pieces, never mind. 3 pieces that you found. And Set, you also root through the pockets and find some jeweled rings, and
Ooh.
you find 2 jeweled rings and 100 gold pieces.
Yes. I like gold.
So do kobolds, which is, why they're here. Yeah. So are y'all ready to move beyond the kobolds?
Yes.
Side
Can I
I
steal
am anyway.
Can I steal some of their teeth?
What the fuck?
Do it. Listen, dismantle it. One of them is already cannibalizing them, and dismantling bodies is apparently a murder hobo staple. So go ahead and do a survival check for that.
Never mind, that's too much work.
Actually, 1 second. Let me see how much a bite from a kobold is. Okay, so
Fair
you don't want their teeth?
You know what? Fuck it, I'll do it. I have advantage and +2. Let's see how this goes.
Good thing you had that advantage.
I fucking know, right?
All right, so you managed to get some teeth. Go ahead and roll 1d6.
Hey!
Nice, nat 6. Yeah, you manage to pull 6 kobold teeth before their mouths get too gucky.
Neat.
Would anybody else like to do some horrible shit to these bodies?
No, I'm not into dismantling cobalt bodies. I just wanted to loot shit.
No,
You-
I have no need for that anymore.
Okay.
I don't
yeah,
like
that's
cold.
that's super interesting. What was that?
I don't like cold snake skin. Cold reptilian skin, I don't want to touch it.
Ouch. Thanks.
You guys are alive if you have reptilian skin, These guys were nice. I don't want to touch them.
Robbie,
How about some nice warm snakeskin boots?
Ouch. Thanks.
What? What?
what, Robbie? You did not seriously ask that.
Well, in my experience.
You can ask that to the group, but I'm gonna need people to make history checks to see
Fuck
if you get
yeah.
information.
All right, fuck it.
Oh God,
I'm gonna turn to
And,
the group. I'm going to turn to the group and say, do any of you know what a kobold heart runs for on the black market around these parts?
16.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been such
I
a
got
long
it.
time since I've been to one.
You've been out of the loop. Back in your day, black markets were actually like farmers markets, but all the tents were black.
I got a 16. What do I know?
You know that at least where you're from, then they run for about 25 gold a piece.
Okay, I go. Back where I grew up, you could get to about 25 gold for one of them. A little bit more if it was still beating.
Interesting. Perhaps we could use these.
We are not cutting cobalt hearts out of the cobalt.
Well, they're
I
not
will-
using them anymore.
I will happily help you fillet them.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I wonder how kobolds inter their dead.
Savior, can we please talk these babies out of this?
Savior's about
Once they
to...
get going, they're not going to stop. You know this.
Guys,
Okay,
I'm
can
not
we...
talking.
You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna speed this along. So you've got the 6 teeth from the kobold. Let's say you each get a yard of kobold leather and 2 kobold hearts. No, well, let's just go with 1. You get 1 kobold heart out of the deal, and fuck it, each of you takes a claw as a souvenir.
Fuck
And
yeah.
that's all the usable. That is the highest level of usable butchery you're able to get out of these kobolds. Because I do not want to have to roll for all of that for every part of the animal. Okay.
Again, type that out, please.
Also, Colin, just to let you know, Aaron is wondering what the fuck is wrong with you.
Not me, Zendril.
Cobalt.
Yeah, and I'm a dragonborn, so why not?
Not to agree with that. No. But Dragonborns are
And that's between the 2 of you.
Fuck yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Ra, I'll trade you my 1 kobold heart for your yard of leather.
I actually already have that written down in my inventory right now, all that stuff. But sure, that works. I'll take the
Fuck
heart.
yeah.
Anyway, let's
Oh my
move on.
God.
I want more interaction. I want to fight more people. Because I guarantee the kobold aren't happy.
We don't know if they've seen this yet. Do we still have that torch going?
We'll say you used it to light the fire, and that one's done, but if you want to light another one, then you can go ahead and do that.
Cool. Zendril, did you just have the 1 torch?
Yeah, just the 1.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get into my pack and get out some candles then.
All right. So as you continue down the tunnel, you start to notice there's a bunch of little offshoots. They're not very big. They definitely be for smaller or crawling creatures that tend to crawl or dig or whatnot. And you can hear some skittering around, but nothing seems to come out and confront you. And then after about 20 more minutes of walking, the tunnel has gotten significantly closer. like more constrictive, and then suddenly it opens up wide, big enough that you can't. The candlelight doesn't go very far. You can no longer see the ceiling of the tunnel. The walls span out to the right and the left, and even the floor in front of you drops away at a steep incline. And who here has dark vision?
Nobody.
I do.
Oh, Rod, kind of.
All right, Raw, go ahead and make a God damn it! Right as I was just about to jump over to
God damn it.
Samara, but yeah, so Raw, go ahead and make a perception check.
All right.
I want to know what's down these fucking passageways.
Oof.
Big oof.
I'm too busy attaching these cobalt teeth to brass knuckles. I don't really pay attention.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Samara to get back, just so I don't have to describe. This is where you're gonna meet up, just so I don't have to describe it twice.
Gotcha.
Casey is being adorable and growling at nothing.
Oh, I just realized I have a crystal arcane focus. I think I'm gonna attach that to brass knuckles and call it my chakra realigner.
Oh gosh, that's how you break your focus real quick.
Sam, can I make
that's how you break their focus really quick.
You damn right. About to open up that third eye on your forehead, bitch. Kia!
This is why I enjoy playing D&D with you.
So my grandparents have COVID.
The ones that you were
Oh
supposed
my
to go over to their house today?
No, my mom's parents. My aunt got it because she and her family haven't been careful at all, and then and she's probably the worst person to get it. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but like my young cousin has a heart condition. Both my grandparents have had relatively recent health issues, so this is gonna be a fun couple of weeks.
Okay, I just downloaded this and it's cool as hell, so I'm gonna put it in here. It's free sounds that you can add to your D&D games, and it adds background music and shit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at that after tonight.
But anyway, Samara's back.
Yes. Okay, Samara. So I didn't want to have to describe this multiple times because you're gonna be here in a second, and we'll jump over to you in a second. So yeah, so Raw, you look around the space and you can just barely see like down the incline. There's kind of like a pit and just like a big dip into the ground. There's not like a sharp drop. It's gradual. But just at the edge of the candlelight, you can see like glints of something shiny. And it's not like the same general sparkle as the rest of the cave.
I'm gonna turn back to the rest of the party and say, there appears to be something different than the rest of these rocks as we head further down. I can't quite tell what it is, but we should be wary.
Zendril, for the first time, you actually see the lizard brain kick in, and you hear you say different, but he hears shiny, and you watch him flicker his tongue and like dart his eyes around looking for it.
All right. With that image in mind, we're gonna sort of pan over this scene, over to Samara. And Samara, you came into this cave. We'll say you lit up a torch of your own.
All right.
And as you walked in, as you got in a little bit further, you recognize the signs that this was an artificially made cave, and the walls are kind of glittery. You can't tell if it's just something as simple as mica or perhaps something more precious, but considering the tunnel continues on and doesn't branch off the same way that if they'd found a vein of something, the way those mines tend to, then you know that this isn't what they were looking for.
Cool.
And you wait, do you have dark vision?
Half elf?
Sorry?
Sorry, I plugged in my tablet, so maybe I can doodle, and I am looking, and I don't know. I do. I do. Hello?
Oh no, did we lose the DM?
Sam?
Uh-oh.
They're pushing to talk, but nothing is coming.
That is if they're actually pushing to talk. Sometimes Discord likes to stick like this.
I wonder if the computer crashed.
Maybe. It sounded like they got on their phone to do this, though.
Maybe their phone died?
Oh, that would be so sad.
I'm cursed.
Maybe we
Guess
should
I
message
just
them,
kicked
try
the
turning it off and back on again.
Hello?
There we go.
Ah.
Hi!
How long was I talking to myself this time?
Basically
About
from the
2
time
minutes.
that Samara started talking.
Perfect. Okay, Samara, everything you said, say it again.
You have dark vision.
One more time.
I do have dark vision.
Okay. So in that case, we'll say, well, actually, you tell me. So if you heard, so you have not, you don't know for sure if there's a dragon here, but in a way that it's like there's probably a dragon here. So if you heard, well, yeah, so you hear like skittering around in the like down some side tunnels and that kind of thing. What do you do about that?
Fucking hide? Ducking hide. I forgot whether or not there's cursing here. Aha.
You bet your fucking ass there's cussing here.
Fuck yeah.
I think this is the first time that I've heard you swear, and I'm chuckling to myself.
Really? I
Yeah,
cursed all the goddamn time around you.
not that I can remember.
I have a very quiet voice, so I'm sorry to deprive you of that.
All right. So go ahead and make a stealth check. I'm actually gonna rule against that.
Nice.
Holy shit.
What? I was like, I was about to not even roll against that, but I guess yeah, that win. I mean, yours still wins, but what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, so you managed to there's a pile of rocks, presumably from a previous cave-in, where you managed to duck down behind and stay out of sight as a couple of kobolds scamper past you. And you managed to hide the light from your torch as well. So you can assume, like, if you since you have dark vision, you do have the option to go in without a torch, which could make you less conspicuous. Is that something that Samara would do?
Sure. Okay, I have the means, motive, and opportunity.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. When the stars align like that, you gotta kill sometimes.
Hold on. Nobody said murder.
That's what they look
I
for
just
in
wanted
murder
to-
trials: means, motive, and opportunity.
You know what? That's on me.
Just like the murder charge. Okay.
No.
So yeah, so you go forward this time without a torch, and I'm gonna have you do one more stealth check for the rest of the way down this tunnel. Just trying to avoid other. Okay, yep, that'll do it. So yeah, so you manage to not trip any alarms as you make your way down this tunnel, and then you you come out to the end of this path, and dark vision is 60 feet, so yeah, that should be enough. Well, yeah. Okay, so you are and the rest of you're about a little.
Sam, I think
You're at like a. God damn. I'm on data now. Okay. So yes, you're at an angle. To them, not directly across, but a little bit. They're a little bit to your right. You're a little bit to their left. But you come out into this area, and you can see down into it a ways, and there's just heaps of shiny and gold artifacts. Can you hear me?
shiny.
Yeah.
I said shiny.
We can.
Yes. You see shiny gold artifacts. There's a bunch of coins just in here, and go ahead and do a perception check. This is going to count for both whether you see them and also yeah, okay.
Real quick to quickly get this out of the way. Sam does not mind if Aaron actually chirps in every now and then. Is this correct?
Oh,
Sam, you're cutting in and out real bad again, by the way.
Next
At least
time
on
I'm
my
just
end.
having next time I'm having Sam over at my house so that Sam has access to decent internet.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I switched off of Wi-Fi onto just data, which is going to sap it up real quick, but it made it better for a second. And now when I switched to Wi-Fi, because the data wasn't fast enough, I guess, then now it's back. So we'll see how long this works before I have to switch again. But yes, it is totally fine if Aaron wants to be a commentator. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, so Samara, you see all these gold artifacts, there's all these gold coins and whatnot, and you also see across the way this group of people holding candles.
All right.
What do you? And they don't seem to see you yet, at least.
Can I follow them from a distance?
Yeah,
Like
sure.
hiding
I mean,
behind a treasure pile.
Yes, all the piles of treasure I hide behind.
go ahead. So, are you going to go down into the pit? Right now, you're on the edge of it.
Sure.
Go ahead and do a stealth check with disadvantage because the floor is covered in treasure.
I forgot
And
how
for
to do the thing.
for disadvantage, just do the roll like normal, like type it in, and add DIS at the end.
Ooh.
I'm dead.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh God.
No. So who notices first?
I'm, I guess. I mean, with a nat 1.
With a crit fail, can the
Okay.
entire party notice her first?
Here's what happens. So you very slowly, very carefully try to get down into the pit. But it is so full of gold coins and like bases and jewelry and all that kind of good stuff. And that just as you think you found a clear enough spot to put your foot down, you knock over a vase and it just goes clattering. Exactly. And just like echoes throughout the space. So yeah, so the rest of the whole other party turns towards you, and yeah, we'll say that your eyes have adjusted enough.
Flicker.
And Zendril senses you with his heat vision powers. We're not making that. No, not canonical.
That is not how that works. That is not how a lizard/snake's tongue works. There is no heat. I do not have pits.
Even if it was, I would not. That's too much power at this stage.
They use Wi-Fi.
It would be cool though. That explains it. You sap it all the signal. Yeah. Okay. So Yeah, but you all now see. Samara, go ahead and describe yourself.
Like physically, or
Yeah, what do they see when they spot you?
a brown-skinned, freckled half elf with black curly hair, and she was 5'10".
One second, I'm grabbing a picture real quick. And no, hear me out. I realize now that if you don't describe where the hair is not, that could easily fit into that description. But I mean this as that's the pose you're frozen in after knocking the thing over, having just taken a step.
Why do I love this so much?
'Cause it's fucking good. Okay, so rest of the party, how would you react to this?
So Zenderil is leaning even further into the fact that he is at his core just a gigantic lizard, and he kind of takes a low profile and, like, I don't want to say slithers because it's not what I'm talking about, but you know how, like, when people think they're trying to be sneaky and they do the tiptoe thing where they try to stay real low to the ground
Yes.
and, like, sneaks up, and then I flicker my tongue near Samara and go, "What are you doing here? Are you friend or foe?" Flicker,
And
flicker,
before
flicker.
there's any chance to answer, sorry for volume, people. You managed to ask the one all-important question, but you get no response, because just at that moment, a ring of torches around the pit just goes up in a blaze, and the rest of the party members go ahead and make strength saves.
The rest of the
Heck
party
yeah.
members, meaning not me.
And not
Yes,
me.
because you walked over to Samara. So you're already presumably in the pit.
It didn't matter. I have a -3 to that anyway.
Wait, what are we rolling?
Strength.
Strength.
So, oh wow.
Oh no.
All right.
Got him.
So you're all pushed from behind. And maybe this should have been a deck save. Well, fuck it, we're going with this.
My
So
deck
yes,
save was even worse.
you're all pushed from behind, and everyone except Favier kind of stumbles into the pit. And there's a bit of a clatter and a jingle as you fall down on top of the treasure, and it's not even that far. But as you look back up to where Favier is pushing back against a group of kobolds with spears, you realize that like the intention wasn't necessarily to incapacitate you. There's about 6 of them. They're lined up, with many more swarming in through the tunnel behind them. Some of them carrying torches, and you can all see clearly now because of the amount of torches that they've brought in. And they're holding their spears sideways, so as if to corral you. And I guess. Okay, Favier, go ahead. I guess we'll do a strength contest against 6 kobolds.
Oh boy. So how are we doing this? Am I just rolling strength against 6 kobolds? Like, what's going on here?
I mean, I guess, or I mean, I suppose you could voluntarily lose, depending on if you want to. Unless, is there?
I'm kind of interested if they can beat my 19. Like, is there one in particular?
If you're gonna go down, at least take a couple down with you.
Exactly. Hey, one of them met it.
Probably.
I know it's combined, but still.
All right. Into the pit with you. Yeah, and so you look around and you are now completely encircled. The whole pit of this pit is completely encircled by kobolds. It's about 60 feet in diameter at its widest points. But they're not jumping down into the pit with you.
What
and
is its depth?
At the deepest point about 5 feet, but it's a very bowl shape.
Okay, I can work with this.
So wait, at its deepest point is 5 feet, standing above the deepest point of its pit. Like
Yeah,
my
what's
head is
the-
above the fucking.
Yeah, but to be at the deepest point, like you could stand up, but you'd be on an incline. And at the deepest point, your head would be above it, but you'd also be about 30 feet from the edge. Maybe it's 10 feet. Let's say 10 feet. Let's say 10 feet so you don't laugh at me anymore.
Well, no, I'm still gonna laugh at you because you said that it's also full of gold, which means that it's not where we're standing is not actually that deep.
No, it's not. It's not. Well, yeah, no, it's not at all that deep. The bigger problem here. Let's just get to that real quick. As you turn around, you realize that the reason the kobolds aren't like charging you and swarming on you is because they're waiting. Because
I hear boss music.
I don't know what boss music should be.
Hang on, I got this. I actually got this.
Yeah, there's a bot for music. I might add that.
We could just be hearing the Doom 2016 soundtrack right now.
You say that like people. You say that like I know what that is. I don't. It just occurred to me that the rest of you are in fact video game nerds, so you probably do.
Or and a TPK.
All right.
Just talk.
I got music in the chat.
Okay.
But
So we're all going to be at different parts of it. That's fine. So as you turn, the first thing you see are these beams of white that's a terrible description. And you hear like a further like clatter of gold as this creature shifts and moves, and you turn and you realize why there's been some contention about whether what?
Sorry,
Did someone say
Aaron is
something?
like slamming toes into the back of my chair. And spilled sangria everywhere.
Rip.
Ow!
Am I good to continue, or do you need a minute?
You're good. You're good. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, so you turn and you see you realize that you realize why there's been some contention as to whether a dragon lives here. Because while this may be a dragon, it doesn't appear to be alive in the traditional sense.
Undead? Skelly dragon?
Skeletal, in fact. And
Yeah!
it spreads its wings that are just bony fingers, and you can sort of see this web of something between it that just looks like a wavering in the air. So you assume that there's some kind of it's not just bones. I can't even describe it because of the mass conversation. And it's not just a density, because that's something like that, except for with less skin between its bones. It doesn't have skin. That's gone.
You know, if for the world building, you could just say it's some kind of ethereal thing. I'm not gonna dog on you. I realize it's a fantasy world.
There's an ethereal plane.
I was just kind of thinking like some kind of like cloth that isn't really a cloth. It'd be like see through. It'd probably almost look like the aurora borealis, just kind of like light.
Kind of. It's like that, but it's not light. It's kind of. It's a distortion in the air. Stop it. Make it stop. Stop.
That's I was working on fixing it so it would be turned down for everyone, but then people kicked it out before I could fix it.
That is a bad sound. That is a dolphin made out of bolts.
I know, I was trying to fix it. I'm sorry. Jeez.
Okay, sorry. Just freaked me out a tiny bit.
Defeated by a fucking space taser?
There's a different music bot thing that I can try to add before next time, but for right now we can. I think maybe we could leave out the boss music for this time, if you don't mind.
I'm cool with that.
Where did they go? Where did he go? What happened?
We lost Zendril.
Yeah.
Okay.
Central is currently in the side chat.
Probably dealing with the bot then.
Personally, I'm not too keen on the playing music in the background because I can barely hear y'all consistently as it is. Voices are fluctuating in volume very much.
And that's what I was thinking as well. I was doing a joke about the boss music. Dumb joke.
Not a dumb joke. It was funny as fuck. My buddies and I make that joke all the time. Like when I'm at drill, if I like fuck up or like my sergeant's like on his way and I know I'm about to get screwed over or like get in trouble, I'm like, oh shit, I hear boss music. Or like when one of my buddies has been typing in the group chat for a long time, we know he's about to just send a fucking book. We're like, oh crap, we hear boss music.
Man, I don't use that particular joke often enough.
It's fucking great. So funny if used at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm super hyped for this boss though. I get to use some things that I haven't got to use yet.
Oh yeah, you just had like a whole character shift recently, so you're like fucking all let loose with the power.
Uh-huh. A lot more combat focused stuff.
Fucking bet. I can't wait. I've got two very high powered spells that I can just use right off the rip to drop their health like a lot, but then I'm pretty much fucked after that because I don't have much.
I can
Man.
poke things.
Well, I mean, I have basic attacks and stuff and some simple spells. I'd have to start getting creative, but nothing
Okay,
that's
I'm back.
damage. Welcome.
Howdy, howdy.
All right. You ready to get back into it?
Yeah.
Ye-
Okay. So yeah. So you turn and you see a skeletal dragon. And I mean, actually, at this point, roll for initiative.
Heck yeah.
Ah,
Fucking yes.
$14. Oh shit, I might. Shit, I gotta roll. God damn it, I gotta re-roll with 3 other people.
No, it's just your dex. What's y'all's dex modifiers?
2.
Oh wait, duh. That's it's the number that's on the roll. Okay. So Samara's first. No, Ra's first. Duh.
Fucking boom. All right, give me a second to think of what I want to do. All right. What say we test this dragon's metal? And I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Roll to hit. You almost never use your warlock stuff.
I know, right? Well, I use it every so often.
All right, that hits.
Fucking bad.
Go ahead and roll damage. And I believe at this level you should have at least 3 bolts, right?
Right now, it just kind of says
Blast is a cantrip.
Not slots, bolts of energy, and you have to roll attack rolls for each one, though.
I think that depends on what little extra things that they get as they level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Eldritch Blast usually it goes up.
They could take
It'll
another
be on
thing.
your sheet.
That's my point there.
Oh, because it's a cantrip, it's a bonus action?
Well, so it's at what level I'm at, and like in Blood Hunter, I'm only level 4, and I only get extras at level 5. So
Wait, I'm sorry. Eldritch Blast is a warlock spell, though.
but I have it because I'm a Blood Hunter. I mean, it's not one of the spells I selected as Blood Hunter. So I get this thing. I forget what it's called.
Okay, what does the sheet say about it? About Eldritch Blast specifically?
Well, I do have 2 beams.
Yes, okay, 2. And you can direct them differently, but you have to do separate attack rolls.
Okay, so should I roll for attack again?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeesh.
That does not hit. Go ahead and roll damage for 1.
Not bad.
All right, and do you just have the 1 action?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I only have the 1 attack per roll.
Okay, and Favor, you were saying were you saying that a cantrip is a bonus action? Because I mean that sounds right to me, but
Hold on. Does it say bonus action in the evocation thing? No, it says 1 action as the casting type, so that would be their action.
okay. Do you want to do any other blood hunter-y stuff or anything like that for the bonus action, or are you done?
Oh yeah, I forget. Since I have the fucking this genie Freety thing, it adds like +3 to the damage of all my attacks or some shit like that. Let me double check. Yeah, Genie's Wrath once during all my action, or once during an attack roll. When I hit, I can add an additional +4 fire damage. So yeah, that'll be 14 damage instead.
Well, I got some bad news.
What?
It's immune to fire damage.
Bro, how? It's bones.
Well, actually, shit, you right. Okay, I adapted this from a red dragon, but I guess yeah, that's the wrong type.
I would assume
Changed it everywhere else.
I would assume probably necrotic damage would be immune to. That would make sense at least.
Typically skellies have like a resistance to piercing because it just goes like right through their skeleton things, but they don't like bludgeoning damage.
It's resistant to milk.
Hang on, I'm gonna need you to make a history check before you share that with the class.
Can it be out of character though? God.
Yeah, it can. I'm just giving you shit. Okay.
Well, I'll still roll it.
Yeah, so that's an example of something that would not be good. Because now it's immune to necrotic. I just changed it. So the fire does count. So you do get those extra 4 points. But
Fair enough.
Hee 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 hee. Excited for my turn.
Okay, it is the dragon's turn, and because Ra just did it hurt, it's gonna swipe at you with its claws,
That
and it gets
didn't work.
one. It gets 2 swipes at you.
Okay. Do I have that armor on that adds 5 to my AC?
No, you're not able to put that on yet. It needs to be adjusted first.
Fair enough. I think I have a spell that can do that. God damn, this has plus 10 to its shit. Sheesh! Well, one of those.
So, okay, so I'm assuming the 15 doesn't hit.
No, 15 doesn't.
Okay. All right, you take 15 points of slashing damage.
All right. So, it probably hits me and like kind of flings me to the side a little bit. As I get up, I look back at it and say, the last lizard that hit me didn't turn out too well for them. I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Fuck yeah.
Remind me what that does?
Fire.
So like how much damage we talking here?
1 rebuke worth.
Yes, damage.
Dex save. Okay.
Really hope this hits. Oh,
What's
yeah.
the DC?
15.
All right. It does not save. Roll damage.
Boom.
Holy fuck.
OP.
Yeah.
A wall of
Is
fucking
it over?
bitch.
Okay,
Or-
I'm actually. Oh god. I'm gonna need you all to make a dex save. Just missed it. Okay.
Wow. I didn't do that bad there. Sorry, I'm above your dex thingy.
Yeah, it's fine. You are also above it.
Oof. That's not great.
Sheesh.
We do the saving throw.
Well, fuck.
Y'all are gonna get rebuked upon.
We use
There's
the
a kink
saving
for
throw
that.
action, right?
I see your rebuke and I raise you a rebuttal.
I'm all about that rebuttal.
Well, hear me out. If you read what it is, it just engulfs the enemy at the wall of flames. So unless any of us are directly underneath it,
Okay.
then not everybody's getting rebuked. Sheesh, what the fuck was that?
That was nerfed, is what that was.
What happened? Give us a picture.
Okay, so after being after this patch of flames wraps up around the skeleton, sending its shadow stark against the walls of this cavern, It cries out without making any noise, which is very strange. And then with its bone jaws still open, it turns back to your group and sends out a, a wave of black something. Not quite air, not quite water, just energy. And you all take, if you got below a 15, you take 32 points of necrotic damage.
And if you got above?
You take 16.
Well, I'm already at half health.
Aww.
Now I understand what the recharge is for.
You know what? I think I got a way to kind of help myself out a little bit here after this.
Oh, I have a couple things I can do too, but I'm gonna bitch about it.
Okay.
Everybody takes 32.
Everybody except Failure and Samara. And Samara is up next.
I have arrow. Can shoot. Please.
You can has a little shoot as a treat.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know what to do from here.
I used to have a pad like in front of the computer and just inside of it. And my brain is kind of like.
Do you know how to do the thing?
It has nothing to do with you.
No.
Alright, so you're gonna look at the weapon on your sheet. It just occurred to me that I haven't given you any magic weapons, which is a little bit. That's gonna be a problem, maybe.
Concern.
And it should have a to hit piece where it says like plus a number.
Yes.
So you're gonna do the exclamation point, roll 1d20 plus that number. Alright, that does not hit, unfortunately. Do you have any other actions, bonus actions, spells, question mark?
Is an undead dragon an animal?
Depends on in what context.
If I can do a spell for speak to animals, would that work?
You
To
could
talk to it?
try. I'll say yes. In that context, it well, do an insight check, actually. Okay. Yeah. So with that, you can tell that, and I suppose recall that most dragons are like intelligent beings, but yeah, this one is more of an animal. Possibly because most of its brain matter has deteriorated away to nothing. And because it's it's just bones. Um, but you could try speak with animals.
Okay. Can I ask it what it wants?
Yeah, jeez. How does so speak with animals lets you like speak their language, right? Or speak in a way it's verbal, right?
Yeah, it's verbal and it's typically used on non-magical creatures. It depends on how you're playing, but Scalies typically fall under the construct category because they're put together from uh, magic, necromancy, what have you. They are constructed.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I in that case, sorry, I guess speak with animals would not apply.
Then I would like
The
to
beast
shooty
it once
shooty
was is
and
no longer there. Sorry, what was that?
do shooty shooty.
Yeah, do you have
Shooty-
more than one action? Hello?
I'm trying to
Sorry, what's
figure
going
that. I have no idea.
Okay, one second. Let me pull up a sample
I
one.
think I have sneak attack, but I don't know how I would use that to sneak up on a fucking dragon.
Okay, so if you go to the left of the big box on the right, it's very confusing. On your sheet, then under actions, then underneath the tabs that say like all attack, action, bonus action, all that, then it should say how many attacks per action.
Hey Zendril, I got a question.
Answer.
Do you still have that spell where you can like cast rough terrain and make like a bunch of spikes and shit show up on the ground?
Let me check.
Because I know your other character did.
In fact, 2 action.
No, I do not.
Damn. Does anybody here have that stuff?
No, but I thought I heard 2 actions. I do have something that can make difficult terrain, but I think we might already be on difficult terrain with the coins.
DM me because I have an idea.
Oh god. Okay, yeah, so Samara, if it says 2 actions, then that means you can attack again. That hits. Wait. Oh yeah, okay, that was an insight check. Never mind. Yeah, so that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. And that'll be under the damage column. It'll give you the dice, and then you just plug that in with roll.
No. 5.
All right, and that's piercing damage, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Okay, next in the order is Set.
Awesome. I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. If you need that, I can send it to the chat.
please do, because I have no idea what that is.
Give me 1 second. Let me get back to the chat. Basically, hold on. I choose a 5-foot square unoccupied space on the ground that I can see within range of my enemy. And I can restrain my target with basically vines or, well, vines. And my target has to make a DC saving throw of, well, a DC saving throw, or a strength saving throw, excuse me. And if they fail, they take damage, as you can tell. But yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. So yeah, a big stony hand.
For it.
Well, yeah, comes up out of the ground, and yeah, strength save. So if it doesn't have a special score for a save, then it's just like an ability check, right?
It's a strength saving throw for you, but on a failed save, the target takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage and is free strength for the spell's duration, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
God damn it.
Sorry. He's a beefy boy. Well, he's a very unbeefy boy. Bony boy, but strong like bull.
Is it just like full thing or a save for half?
Half as much damage on a successful one. Yes. Okay, go ahead and roll the 2d. Actually, roll. It'd just be full damage then. Go ahead and roll the 2d6. Because this bad boy is vulnerable to getting smacked around.
Me too.
I mean, I kind of welcome it, but
Oh,
Sad. I crit failed on one of those, but sad. 3 damage.
Hang on, one second. I just realized I'm missing something. Hey, Lotus, what was your initiative roll?
it was the same as Samara and
Waiting my turn.
Set.
I believe there were 3 of us.
Lotus should have went before Set.
Oh gosh.
I feel betrayed.
I was looking at the list. I'm like, yep, that looks like the right number of people. But guess what? We have an extra today and a dragon. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, well, you'll go now after Set, and then before I guess the next round.
We both rolled a 14.
Yeah, but it's the
Wait, what do you mean
modifier.
next round?
I mean, we'll go through this round because we're not at the top of the order.
Okay, I panicked for a second, like, don't skip the rest of the people.
No.
Like me.
Okay, so this round the order is Raw, Dragon, Samara, Set, Lotus, Favor, Zendril. Next round it'll be Raw, Dragon, Samara, Lotus, Set, Faye, Zendril. So it's just switching them around for
Okay, gotcha.
yes. Okay. Yeah. So Set is that. Okay. 3 points of damage. Woo! You knock the
So
tip
much
of its
damage.
tailbone off.
Woo! He's losing bones with one at a time.
Only 4,206 to go. There's 4,000 more bones than a human, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so Lotus is next.
Yeah, I don't think I hit it.
I don't know what you were doing, but yeah, no, that doesn't hit.
I wanted it. I wanted. Can I just run away? It seems really mean.
To where?
I'll just
You're in a pit surrounded by kobolds, my guy.
Oh. Can't I put a sack over my head and pretend to be one of them or something?
Or like burrow yourself in the treasure.
That's a possibility. That would make sense.
The gold.
Just remember to be shallow enough so you can breathe. Don't get crushed.
Is it made of gold, Sam?
Yep.
Does that mean that Ra's gonna melt it and I'm gonna die? It sounds
we'll
like that's what would happen.
try not to burn
So I
that
guess
bridge when we come to it.
I'm just gonna stand here and wait for the dragon to eat me. My turn is over.
Do you want to maybe hold your turn? Do you? Okay.
Well, I already missed with my arrow. I already missed.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay. Next in the order is Favier.
I'm glad you didn't burrow because of what I'm about to do. I was trying to give you a bad idea. So I snidely comment to Zendril and Ra, you want to see some real fire?
Fuck
I cast
yeah.
Flame Strike. This is basically she draws her finger down and a 40-foot high cylinder of fire drops down on the dragon. They need to make a dex save.
Holy shirt balls.
Ra looks over at Favier and says, I guess hell hath no fury like a fearful woman scorned.
Samara looks on in absolute terror about what the fuck yourself into.
That does not make it.
Oh, snap. Bring down the wrath of the godless one.
There's another one.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That combined is the damage it takes.
All right, you take a chunk out of that bad boy. Okay, next in the order is Zendril.
Okay. I am going to. Hang on, I gotta double check. Oh, look at that. I had the ability to cast Dark Vision this whole time.
Still appreciated the torch.
Okay, I am going to cast Flame Blade. So, I invoke a fiery blade from my free hand. The blade is similar in size and shape of a scimitar and lasts for the duration of the spell. I can hold it up to 10 minutes. If I let go of it, it disappears. But I can invoke it again as a bonus action. You can use your turn to make a melee spell attack with a fiery blade. On a hit, the target takes 3d6 fire damage. So I'm gonna roll to attack. That's 14.
That does not hit.
Okay, then that is my whole turn.
All right. Any bonus actions you want to take? Move position in the pit. Also, you guys are kind of off to the left side of it, I guess. The dragon is further on your right a bit.
Hang on one second.
I miss your drawings of the battlefield, Sam.
So do
That's
I.
that. Oh, you missed them. I thought you said you missed them, and I'm like, that would be because I didn't make any. Although I did draw the dragon. One sec.
I'd like to see the dragon.
Okay, yeah, that is all I can do.
That's neat.
Y'all can read too many notes, but that's fine.
He a bony boy.
Okay. Okay. And we're back to the top of the order with Ra.
All right. So hear me out. Kobolds, would you say they're very clan oriented and have a strong sense of family and friends? And would help them out?
No, not really. They worship the most badass dragon in the area like a god. And everything is based on the betterment of the community. Like, there's no individual ties. They raise their young as a group, they defend each other as a group, and they will not hesitate to die for the sake of the group. It's of no consequence to them.
Oh, okay. So whatever they deem as their group, they would see as any way they could fight for the betterment of their group to be helpful. Anyway, speaking of which, I'm gonna cast Charm Person on like 4 kobolds to make them fight with us.
Oh goodness. Okay. What's that's a wisdom save?
Yes. So, if I look around, would there be 3 kobolds within 30 feet of each other? Or my bad, 4 kobolds within 30 feet of each other anywhere?
Yeah, there's like a swarm of them around you.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna pick just a group of 4 of them, and I'm gonna cast Charm Person on all of them, and it's pretty low. It's a 12 Wisdom save, but I assume all of them would have to roll separately.
Yeah, they don't have any bonuses or minuses to that. So.
Gotcha. Okay, so it gets 3 of them.
You got 2 nat ones. Okay. I'll allow it. Usually Charm Person doesn't work. Technically they would be hostile towards you because that you are pitted against their deity at this point. But no, I'll allow it because that's hilarious. Yeah, so 3 of the kobolds, like right on the edge of the pit, who were previously Like the whole room is like filled with the noise of them cheering and like stomping their feet and just having a grand old time as they believe you are sacrificed to the skeletal dragon. And three of them just kind of stop and pause for a second, and then they look to you, and they're just kind of chill. They look a little confused. What are you doing with that?
I look at them and I say, "My friends, we need your help. This battle cannot be won by us alone. Please, join your compatriots in this fight."
Huh. Okay. Send me the charm person thing again. Because I want to see this play out, but there might be something against harm to oneself, and then you're getting into like stuff like the laws of robotics, because save yourself from harm if it does loopholes and whatnot.
So if me or my friends do anything harmful to them, then they will become uncharmed.
Yes.
But if we are and only the dragon is, then that is not what I'm saying.
Because the only thing I would say is that it regards you as a friendly acquaintance. I mean, okay.
I would. That's why That's why I asked if they had very strong bonds, and you said they work for the good of the group, and now perhaps they see us as the group as the other kobolds.
Well, yeah, but like you could have like a friendly acquaintance, and then there's your community. Like these can be different things. They haven't pledged their lifeblood to you. Okay. Here's what happens. They jump into the pit because you are now their friend, and you're in trouble. Like, wait, hold up, what's going on? Clearly, there's some kind of misunderstanding here, at the very least.
Hold on. I got this. I pull out the severed heart of one of the kobolds and tell them, "Look what this dragon has done to their people."
Fuck yeah.
Oh, okay, dude. But Pit, just think about this. Let's say you just murdered somebody, and you walk into the police station, and you get to talking to some of the cops there, and you're like having a nice little conversation. That's the level of friendship you're at with these people. And then you pull out a severed head.
Well, now hold on. I'm blaming this severed heart on the dragon. So it'd be more like I found evidence of a murderer.
Yeah, but that's like going in and being like, yeah, so the police chief cut off this guy's head. I have the head because reasons, but you better go arrest the police chief. What?
Well, they regard me as a friend.
What's their wisdom?
Oh my gosh. It's a 10.
Two of them rolled nat 1, all right? One's a 6.
Okay, so maybe like the ones who rolled a nat 1 are like, oh hell no, and then the rest are just like, you really expect us to believe that?
I don't know. The
Okay.
6 is pretty half of what the wisdom save was, so they're pretty charmed.
Okay. So
Like, I'm just trying to figure out how gullible they would be.
yeah, because I mean that's the thing. They are super gullible, but also you're talking to a nun in a you're talking to a priest in a church, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
So the two that got nat ones, kind of, they see this, they hear what you say, and then they're just like, ah, and they go and not that didn't sound the way I meant it to. That was supposed to be shocked. That was supposed to be shocked. I would like to apologize for that noise. They're absolutely appalled that the dragon could do something like this, and they go over and they start like they don't have like weapons on them. These are clearly not like the armed guys, but they start like thwacking the dragon's legs.
Good thing I've got extra weapons to give them.
Oh god, I feel like that's too much for an action.
Make it a bonus action.
Okay, the third one though kind of stands by you, so you could give that one a weapon if you want. And looks a little bit hesitant, isn't about to go attacking the super powerful dragon being that it has worshipped all its life, but it is going to try and defend you as best as possible.
I could use this to pull that necrotic touch and get some HP back.
Do you want to do that?
No, I only have I can't cast any more spells in these slots this level, so I actually can't do that. Plus that'd be another action.
Okay. So do you have any other bonus actions?
No, I'd just like to give him a weapon. Let me check which one I want to give him. I'll give him my dagger.
Okay. When the time comes, I will need the stat for that. Okay. Next in the order is the dragon, actually.
3 kobolds fighting with us now, though. 2, guessing.
Yeah. So you have 2 fighting against it, and frankly, the thing that kobolds are best at is dying for a cause. So the 2 that start just smacking on its legs, they're going to do extra damage because it's going to be an unarmed strike, and I believe that's bludgeoning damage. But that's a flat 4 points usually, right?
Usually.
Okay, so they'll each be doing 8 points of damage. Right before they take, each of them takes a claw to the chest and is flung to the edges of the pit and is killed by the dragon. And then it's gonna try and bite. One second, I'm trying to do math, and for some reason now is the time it stops working.
So how do pact slots work with casting spells? Because I've kind of just been hitting the cast button, and like I pretty much just have 2 spells I can cast before I'm done.
You get spell slots back with
Long rest.
yeah, long rest, and some classes, possibly warlocks, or maybe it's either warlocks, sorcerers, or wizards. Get a couple back with short rest.
And
Warlocks are the
so
short
do,
rest ones.
So do I, because I can use a skill that allows me to do all of that on a short rest.
Okay, cool. So the dragon is also going to try to bite you raw.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Does a 12 hit?
9.
Okay. For a second, I thought you were saying that a 9 hit, and I'm like, there's no, we got to get you better armor. But
I
yeah,
was
no.
saying
So
German for no.
yeah. So yeah. So that doesn't hit. The jaws come down next to you instead, and yeah, it misses. Up next is Samara. Samara, you there?
Oh, I thought if I didn't press the button correctly, but I asked how climbable would be further.
If you're talking, you're very, very quiet.
I forgot I was attached to my earphones microphone. Because I'm a dumbass. How climbable is this goddamn dragon?
Bones tend to be yes. I'd say.
Okay.
You're
So-
gonna jump its bones.
Ugh.
Very
We don't have a bard in this party, and we don't need a pseudo bard for sure.
Yet. Do not have a bard yet.
Okay, that's true. Okay, so I mean, it'd be one hell of an. I'd say athletics. Well, depends. Are you gonna try and jump up on it, or are you trying to like grab and climb?
climb, baby. Grab and climb.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check. Okay. So I'll say that while the dragon's head is down by Raw, you manage to kind of run over and grab a hold of like the side of its skull and its back so that you're go ahead and give me a strength check. Because right now you're dangling off of its head and neck. Okay, just barely. You're able to hold on. Yeah, but it's gonna take you another action to pull yourself up.
That is fair.
Okay. So I guess that's where you are till your next turn. But if you're able to do so your next turn, then you will be on top of this dragon, and whatever you plan to do up there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So next in the order is Lotus.
I didn't hit
Is
it
that-
again. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't hit it again. I probably hit Samara and knocked him off. So I'm really doing a lot for the team.
But you're so good
Well,
at
the good
perception checks. You spot things before they're actually trouble. So you are wonderful.
Sometimes before they're even there, or so the legend goes.
My turn is over.
Okay. See, like half of you Raw has like 47 different things he can do. So I keep on like waiting for the rest of y'all to be like, "Oh, I have a reaction. Oh, I have a bonus action. 14 attacks for me, please." Okay. Yeah, next
because
up
I'm
is Set.
good.
You're overpowered as shit, dude.
I'm
It's,
just
I mean,
an idiot.
it's lovely, and it's a good part of why you all are alive, but overpowered.
Just wait till my next turn.
Oh god. Okay, next up is Set.
Okay. Two things. I'm casting. Oh God, where did it go? Agar Scorcher, which is. Do you know what that is?
Do you mean Scorching Ray?
No. I have that, but this is something different.
Okay. What is it?
I just sent it to the chat. But I also have Sculpt Spells, which enables me to oh God, where did it go? When you cast an evocation spell that affects other creatures that you can see, you can choose a number of them to equal 1 plus the spell's level. The chosen creatures automatically succeed on their saving throws against the spell, and they take no damage.
So I assume you're going to
Wait.
be. I assume you're going to be casting this at the dragon, with the exception of Samara.
Oh no, I don't want to cast that. I forgot she was up there. Oops.
Okay, I thought.
Uh,
I thought you were. I thought you were saying you could. I thought you were saying you could. I mean, I don't see it here, but you're saying you had something that lets you choose to spare certain creatures.
I have
I don't know.
Sculpt
I might
Spells,
misheard you.
but I forgot Samara was up there, and I really don't want to kill Samara.
For your generosity.
Huh?
Thank you for your generosity.
I legit forgot you were up there.
It's okay.
All right.
You don't even
so,
know Samara. Maybe Samara's getting on top of the dragon because they're gonna ride it and kill us. You know.
I don't think that's what's going to happen. Okay. I got something else.
All right. Samara's just like, note to self: if Lotus ever gets stolen for ransom, stay rich, die happy.
Sure.
Okay. I got this. I got Acid Arrow, which I can aim towards their fucking chest instead of their head. If my fucking shit would cooperate.
Okay. I mean, go ahead and roll to attack.
Please don't fight crit fail. Oh shit, I fucked that up. Oh god.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
fucking quit that.
Here's what's happening. So it's like something you shoot off, right? It's like a projectile.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a spell. It's a second level spell.
What does it do to inanimate objects?
It's acid damage, 4d4 acid damage, and 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn. On a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much damage as its initial damage and no damage at the end of its next turn.
Okay. So yeah, so what happens is you miss the dragon entirely, right? Instead, the spell hits the wall at the back of the room. And it starts to eat its way into the rock, which then crumbles and falls down, and you see a larger crack building up the side of the wall.
Ow.
And it's like slowly, it starts growing like steadily, but relatively slowly. So you've got a bit of time before anything happens to, say, the structure of this cavern. But that has started now. And I have to pee really quick, so in like 2 minutes, we'll be back at Faye.
Wait, are we all taking a
Okay.
potty break? I'll be right back.
Princess. She's under your feet. Go figure. Down. Blue. Down. Down. I crit failed on that. And I don't know. And I'm probably causing the entire tavern to fucking cave in on us. Sorry. Hug me, I need a hug. You do, but like,
So who wants to for my next turn? I'm excited.
so who wants to take a nap after this at this tavern and like caves in on us?
What was that?
Trust the DM. I don't think they're going to kill all of us in one go.
Nah, I don't plan on. No. I'm gonna try and
When
trick a
Sam comes back, we can all be hiding in the gold.
Yeah, but then we had to worry about being crushed in the gold. Also, breathing is a thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm back.
As they say, no money, no problems.
You going to bed?
Okay.
And I'm back.
All right, I am also back. So yeah, so we're on to Faye.
Okay. That is a 22 to cast Guiding Bolt.
Just at the dragon.
That's well, yeah. Who else?
I don't know. The
I'm gonna try and like move so I don't hit the head of the dragon. But yeah, because we still got a chick we just met dangling off the head of the dragon. What a
Okay.
first meeting, by the way.
Also, before I forget, Samara, your character is female, right?
Oh, yeah. Pronouns. Duh. Fuck.
Samara? Samara? Woohoo. We'll assume until otherwise.
Tasha, you there? Do you have your headphones plugged in still?
Did I do an offend?
No.
No, Tasha
I doubt
just
it.
does this every now and then.
What's going on?
Hey, okay, were you the
Is your
you
character a lady or a boy character?
Lady?
Okay. So she, her pronouns. Yes.
Should I add that to my thing?
No, we were just trying to make sure that we weren't misgendering a character.
Oh, no, you're good. I don't actually know anyone else's pronouns.
That's true. We have not gone over that yet.
I'm pretty sure we are all male except for Fabier is female.
That's the damage.
Alrighty.
And everybody who's attacking next turn gets advantage. Because the dragon is now shiny.
Damn, I should change what I'm doing and just attack.
Okay. Well, Zendril is next up.
Okay.
So you have advantage on any attack. Is it just their first attack or any attacks?
Any attack until my next turn.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, in that case, I am going to do one of my one-trick pony things and cast Shillelagh, and then go and bop it with my stick.
All right. I mean, roll for it.
16? Oh, I got
That-
advantage. Let me do it again.
Go for it.
23.
That'll hit. Okay. Roll damage. And is this bludgeoning damage?
Yeah.
In that case, double it.
Oh, I should have let you know that the guiding bolt was
Times
radiant
2.
damage.
Okay.
So 16 times 2.
All right, 32 damage it is.
I run up like something out of Naruto with my shillelagh, with my quarter staff like behind me, and I swing it as hard as I can, and it goes when it hits the bone, it goes clunk.
Yeah, it goes like clunk, and then kind of a ripple goes through its like whole form that shakes. Like the bones are held together by magic, so they have a little bit more give to them than you'd expect, but they come back together. But they still like rattle outwards in this big vibration. And this, I can't call it bloodied, but that did push it. It actually pushed it well past bloodied because I can't do math.
It doesn't help that I've been forgetting to specify damage types.
It is now rattled.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
I think Samara came up with that and you didn't hear them.
Okay, yeah. I that is perhaps the one problem with the background noise. Is that I keep thinking it's from Set's mic.
You know, you can turn up Samara by themselves and it helps with that.
I have everybody at max volume.
Oh my god, are
I
you
can
like
do
more deaf than me? What the fuck?
I think it's these headphones. They're very old. One of them keeps on turning a little bit, and I have to knock it back so I can actually hear out of that one.
Note to self, get the DM a new set of headphones for Christmas. Got it.
I'll figure it out. I have one that doesn't have a
Jesus.
mic, but yeah. Okay, I'll figure that out. Anyway, thank you for the new terminology and the amplification. Yeah. So next in the order is Ra. And Ra, I'll give you the option to give the kobold a command.
Would that be like a extra action, a bonus action, or something, or
As a
Just-
bonus action. But you have to do a charisma check.
good thing charisma is my highest stat.
Of course it is.
I've been waiting to try to lay something. Anyway, I'll tell the two kobolds that are currently kind of beating it to just give it their all.
Oh, those two are dead.
Well, did they at least do any damage?
Yeah, they each did 8 points of damage.
Okay, now, Ra, hear me out. The other kobolds just watched their god kill two of them. Now do the heart thing, because now you have proof.
Hold on, this is about to be even fucking better than you think. And that's right exactly what my idea is. All right. So I'm going to cast Minor Illusion, which allows me to do, a 5 square foot, illusion. I'm going to cast that on the teeth of the dragon and make it look like the upper torso, one arm, and the head of one of the kobolds that we killed with a hole by its chest. Which, by the way, nobody ever saw because, they just kind of were gone, and then the bodies were there, and there was ice, and you really couldn't see them through the ice because that's what ice does. So they'll see that dead body of their friend in the mouth of the dragon as I fly, which is a bonus action that I have, up and hold out the hearts as I yell to the rest of them. Do you all not see what this god of yours does? He does not help your people, he eats them. He feeds on your life essence. Look at him. Look in his mouth. See what I see. And I hold out the heart to show that, that's the same heart that is extracted from the being hanging from the mouth of the dragon.
Go ahead and roll. There's got to be something stronger than a charisma. Yeah, deception. Yeah, that's it. But still, there should be big and little stats, or different stats for groups of people, I guess.
There used to be in 3.5. They took it out for 4E, which translated into 5E.
Yeah, I mean, it would be quite a bit of extra paperwork, but it would be cool.
Skills were kind of point by, so it was really interesting to try and allocate stuff.
Ra, remember, wait, does this count as an attack? Can you use this?
This isn't really an attack, I wouldn't say. This is kind of more just trying to deceive a bunch of them. At least the one that I have charmed person will probably be deceived by this, like almost no matter what. Hear me out. Would I get advantage for the minor illusion I casted?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I said, would I get advantage because of that illusion that I cast?
I'll say that that's most of what gives you any chance of success.
Fine. Well, let's see how this goes because I've only got +3 to deception. Nat 20, baby. Let's go.
Fuck yeah!
What?
No!
Yes!
Holy shit!
Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Okay. There's a few things that need to happen here.
Hang on a
That
minute.
means it gets recorded is
Hang
what that
on.
needs to happen. Highlight reel right there.
Well, we are being recorded, so let it be known that there is a nat 20.
I need to roll a thing real quick.
All these kobolds about to attack their god. You ready for this? Woo.
Okay, that wasn't that wasn't exactly related to your thing. Okay. So yeah. So you call that out, and all of the kobolds start to go quiet and start to whisper among themselves. And they see this illusion, and they see the heart that you're holding, and then the murmuring starts to get loud again, but it has a very different tone. Now it's angry. And a couple of them climb into the pit slowly at first, and then the ones behind them with more force and more speed. And for a split second, you can't tell if it worked because they're just getting into the pit. But then you realize that they're not rushing at you, they're rushing around you. And then all at once, in one big group, they just start latching onto the dragon. And this dragon is kind of it does its very darndest to not get absolutely trampled by these kobolds that have essentially acted as like its minions for all these years, whether it knew it or not. But there's only so much that even a dragon can do. And two things I need. Everybody, roll a perception check. And Samara, also roll a strength check.
I think this is definitely going to be something I'm going to be bragging about to my friends at drill tomorrow.
If you don't, I'd be upset with you.
Well, I don't perceive shit.
Oh, are we rolling perception? I'm sorry.
Yes. Samara, you got to put the no space between the 1 and the d20. Okay, so that's for perception. So Lotus, you see it. Set, you see Favor. Ra, you are just too awestruck by the fact that just worked. You're just watching this group of, I mean, technically people, but you also have food made out of their brethren in some of y'all's packs. So we'll just gloss that over real quick. But you just commanded basically an army for the first time in this lifetime.
And you all thought I lied when I said I was a god.
Well, I thought I was an atheist till I realized I'm a god.
Damn right.
All right, and then Samara, you also see the thing that's going on, and Zendril, you also see it. And Samara, you're just barely able to hold on to the dragon's neck as it throws its head back and knocks its head against the ceiling of the cave. And you realize, all of you who see it, except for Ra, realize that it was pretty hard, and this is a very fragile cave.
As I see this and realize that we are about to get covered and whatever, I start just grabbing as much gold coins as I can and shoving them into the backpack and the bag of holding.
I'm giving Ra a warning. Ra, move.
We
Say
should
no more,
probably-
Savior.
Or have Raw grab Samara.
Samara, actually, go ahead and roll another perception check.
I do not see. I do not hear. I do nothing.
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
I'm gonna fudge that just because for narrative reasons. You, and because you've been hanging on to this thing's neck for so long that it'd be stupid if you didn't see it. You see on the back of the skull of the dragon, a slightly glowing gold artifact, and you realize it's the same as the one on the piece of paper that you have.
I really want to hit this thing in the head and get that shit so badly.
So are you gonna try and smack the dragon, or are you gonna try and grab it? What are you gonna try and do?
I will try to grab it.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, my brain's in like 8 different places right now.
There is a gold thing on the back of the dragon's head, and Samara's gonna grab it. Okay. So you successfully grab a hold of it and give it a tug, and it comes loose surprisingly easily. And that is the exact moment that the entire skeleton falls apart.
I fucked up, but that's fine.
Make an acrobatics check as you go tumbling towards the floor, which is now swarming with kobolds, about to have rocks raining down upon it, and is still covered in other gold stuff. Would anybody like to, I guess, try and catch her? I don't...
I'm currently flying and can cast the spell fly if I touch somebody, so I was thinking I would go down or I would go and try and grab Samara.
Okay. Yeah, also we're out of initiative at this point, if anybody wants to jump in as well. That's, yeah. But yeah, go ahead and, I guess that would also be an acrobatics check to try and do that.
All right, let's see how this goes. Not bad.
All right, that'll do it. Yeah, so you managed to grab a hold of Samara, and I'll give you the option to either just cast fly or with the strength check catch her.
I do have a -1 for strength, so I'll probably just cast fly. Samara, I hope you get your wings soon. Figure this out, because flying's hard.
I'll try my best. Gracias.
Okay, I am stuffing my bag, and as everything starts falling from the ceiling, I pick up my bag and start booking it.
Oh, I just read with fly. It's so I kind of have to hold their hand. I mean, I can touch them and they can fly on their own, but if like I hold Samara's hand when like that happens, I assume it'd probably be more like how Peter Pan gets people flying.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, so as you do this, then the bigger chunks of the roof of the cavern start to come down. And has anyone here not seen the Atlantis movie?
I haven't.
I saw it a while ago.
Okay, so well, why bother describing that? So as the ceiling starts coming down, you can see like a glimpse of daylight through the ceiling of the cavern, and you look up and you realize that you're at the bottom of like a dormant volcano.
Oh, fun.
So like there's a little circle of light directly above you, and yeah, that's just flavor text, but that's there now. So yeah, so even and also even though like some torches are being extinguished and whatnot, then you'll still be able to see. So yeah, ceiling's coming down. Kobolds are dying left and right. What are y'all doing?
Fly to
Booking the hell out of here.
Seeing
So-
Ra and Samara aren't, crushed, I'm booking it as well.
Okay,
Keeping
so
up with them.
Okay, so yeah, we got to get out of here so I can see how much gold I just made.
Yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Okay, so fly can work on one other person, so I can do it for two people. So who seems to be at the most disadvantage? I would assume Lotus, since Lotus is in a hole.
I fell in the pit.
Can you wait, Lotus? Did you bury yourself in gold?
No. That would have been dumb, obviously. Come on.
Okay, so Ra can see you if he needs to. I'm gonna say go ahead and make another acrobatics check to get over to Lotus, and then you can do fly. Lotus, if
You can lovingly grab his hand and whisk him away to safety.
They grasp it.
I like that.
I'm a damsel.
all right, so Ra, you're able to get over to Lotus. Lotus, if you see Ra swooping towards you with this other stranger, are you gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'll grab your hand, or are you gonna
I'm gonna
die?
yell,
I guess.
"Ra, she's got you, Ra. I'll save you." And then I'm much smaller than both of them, so they'll probably just scoop me up, and I won't have any say in anything.
Okay.
This is how I grab
we'll
another.
see. Okay. Yeah, so you're all good. I guess Favier and Zendril and Set, what are you doing?
I'm getting the hell out of here.
Okay.
I'm running.
Okay. So Set, Favier, and Zendril, all of you do an athletics check. That's what that is.
$23.
Holy shit, Set. Nicely done.
Jesus fuck.
Okay, forgot y'all are beefy now. Okay. Yeah, so all of you successfully make it over to the tunnel that Samara came in The way back that you came, it was just too full of kobolds and falling rock and whatnot. But yeah, so you managed to make it over to the tunnel. And I guess start taking off down it, because the rest of this place is pretty much coming down as well.
All right, so we booking it out of this bitch.
Okay. Yeah, so you managed to Ra, are you like setting them down so that they can run, or are you just gonna bonk them against the walls of the tunnel?
They'll survive. They'll survive.
Okay. I'm gonna Lotus and Samara, both of you make dexterity, or well, shoot, would that be acrobatics, athletics, or dexterity to try and swing away from the walls of the tunnel?
I would say acrobatics because like trapeze.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and do acrobatics checks.
I'm thinking of them smacking the sides of the tunnels, kind of like cans behind the car.
Oh God, no!
Oh God.
You've destroyed me, sir.
I knocked you the fuck out, Samara.
I crawled into his pocket.
Look out.
Hold on.
Not pocket, pouch.
You know what I just realized? I can put one of y'all in my fucking genie's bottle.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got in the pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Samara, the dice have been rolled, but yeah, that could happen. Lotus got put in the genie bottle. Okay. Samara, for the nat 1, we'll say you managed to just swing at just the wrong time, and an outcropping, it like a I don't want to say a bulge because that just sounds gross. But a chunk of rock is sticking out into the side of the tunnel. What?
Impaled on a stalactite?
No, not impaled. But you do get hit pretty hard though, and hard enough that Raw drops you.
Can I catch?
You can.
Can we just
You
have her
can-
knock the fuck out and fly with her all limp?
Well, okay. Samara take 10 points of bludgeoning damage from hitting the wall. And she is getting dropped. Favor, if you want to try and catch her, then go ahead and do, I guess, a dex check.
And
Well, okay, I'll give you dex or athletics, whichever one you prefer.
athletics is better. I'm not exactly the fastest person.
Do you want to re-roll?
Am I allowed to?
Yeah, I gave you the choice. So if you hit enter too quick.
I mean, I can try for the dex too if you would prefer.
Oh, that's the athletics one? Okay. Yeah, okay, I was confused. Yeah. So you managed to keep her from hitting her head? Or like getting any more damage from like hitting the ground. But I think you're both gonna have to roll. I guess that one is definitely gonna be dexterity check to avoid the rocks that are now coming down behind.
That's fair. Oh man.
There's two possibilities here. Favier, do you want to get hurt or do you want to get stuck?
I would prefer getting hurt.
All right.
I know I can take that.
Okay. A sizable chunk of rock comes down and hits you hard on the shoulder, and you also take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. That's not even that much. I
Okay,
guess.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but you managed to keep it moving. And yeah, and with that, then you're all able to make it out of the front of the tunnel just as the entrance comes crashing down. And all that's left is a heap of rubble and like a poof of glittery dust that comes out of it.
Okay, does anyone else remember why we went in there? Because I have no idea.
Magic MacGuffin.
Yes. Magic MacGuffin related to the Fae.
That we
Dragon
didn't get.
Could very well be
Hmm.
that gem thing that Samara grabbed.
Well, somebody got a Magic MacGuffin. Samara, is that like, are you the type to hold that in your hand and run with it, or did you stick it in your pocket? How hidden is this thing?
Stuffed it in my bag while I was flying.
All right, I guess let's make a retcon stealth check. Or no, sleight of hand. That's what it is.
Now that we're out of the tunnel, I'm gonna go around and make sure everybody's okay, do some heal things.
Yeah, I'm definitely bloodied.
I
Lucky
am
you.
definitely bloodied.
I'm bloody. But I'll be fine after a long rest, so.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
DM,
Yes.
how much gold did I manage to shove into my bag?
Roll 5d20.
Ooh, Lotus was stealing some gold too. Told him to go do that before we left.
Lotus can get 2d20 because you had slightly less time. You weren't doing it from the minute you saw the cave-in starting.
Oh, Samara got a 20.
Yeah, Samara. So none of you know that Samara has this thing.
Fair enough.
I got a 57.
You got 5,700 gold,
Fuck yeah.
and valuable items in that amount. And Lotus, you got 1,500 gold.
Was it 3 or 4 of you that needed healed?
I think 3?
Okay, then can I do this one roll for everybody instead of
Yeah, sure.
individual ones? Oh, that's sad.
Does
That's
everybody
something, I
get 10
guess.
points of heal?
Yeah.
So is that 6 points each?
I expended 3 of my 3rd level spell slots, so that's just 10 points for each of you.
Oh, okay.
Unless you
Thank
would like
you.
me to make individual rolls.
Doesn't matter.
That's entirely up to you.
I mean, I could try better.
Yeah, if you want to, go for it.
Yeah, whoever's worse off gets that one.
I'm at 30 of 77. I don't know about everybody else.
I'm at 61 out of 83.
Who else needed healing?
Set.
I have 41 of 73.
Jesus, guys.
Looks like we killed that dragon just in time.
Is it okay? Is it weird that I'm kind of proud of that because I've worried about not letting you off easy. So the fact that everybody is this damaged but not dead, I consider that a pretty good balance.
Listen, I'm gonna be
I'm
bragging
debating
about
whether or
this.
not Favier would actually try and heal herself. She's at 44 out of 70 here.
Goodness. There is at least a short rest in your near future, depending on Samara.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we could make camp and do a long rest.
Sure, I got time.
So that way we can make friends with this new person that we just met and actually get to know them.
Okay, do you want to do that roleplay bit now? Because I was going to call the session there, but we can do some fun
Oh
around the
no,
campfire type stuff.
I need to go to bed.
Okay.
I am having the new boyfriend over first thing in the morning and we're going shopping, so
Ooh la la.
I have to deal with the possibility of being woken up early.
All right. So is everybody, is the healing divvied up?
I can. Everybody was kind of hurt, weren't they? I'll make one more roll.
Why, we're all taking a long rest.
Are we taking a long rest? I thought we were just kind of gonna pause it here.
Let's pause it because we can just say you took a long rest, and that's relatively short narrative wise. And then we can, and then we can come back to it next week.
We could
Okay.
start next week with a long rest.
That one's for Lotus.
Thank you, thank you.
Lotus be healed.
That's his full name.
And Favier's gonna hold off on herself.
Well,
Okay.
everybody, may the gods be forever in your favor and have a wonderful night.
Yeah.
Same to you.
And Ra, go have fun gloating about calling it a nat 20 and then it happening.
Bro, not just that, but like the whole situation I put together. I was so happy with that shit. I'm going to be talking about that for years.
Oh gosh. See, okay. I know I was like pushing hard against it, mostly because kobolds are strange creatures. But I love it when a nat 20 comes up in a situation like that because then you don't have to be like, okay, well, how can this work? Why doesn't it work? It's just it does make it happen.
Right, it works perfectly.
Oh gosh, that nat 20s, nat 1s, always fun.
Right. I was kind of hoping the cave wouldn't collapse and then maybe I could become the kobold's new god. And then we could really give me the fucking ego trip that my character's been having.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm gonna let Craig go. Okay. Night set. Well, good night, Logan. Yeah.
Honestly, whenever we're playing, I just call everyone by their character names.